August 14th. Today, we have a couple of good things to talk about today for Party Chat Podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining, coming through. Before we dive in, I want to say shout out to our guest today, Nerd Stuff, who came in clutch last minute, literally a minute ago. Came in clutch. So we greatly appreciate it. Nerd Stuff, for those who do not know you or may not know who you are, who is you and what do you do?
Well, I'm is Nerd Stuff, NIRD Stuff. Look it up anywhere. It's spelled the same way everywhere. I am a variety gamer, sometimes streamer, and just funny guy on the internet. So check me out. Hopefully you'll laugh at the ridiculous things I say.
And there are a lot. Okay, there are a lot. So thank you so much for coming through and joining us. Before we dive into the show, a couple of things. I want to shout out our members. Thank you guys for supporting us financially outside of watching. Mac Winters, Eliminate, and Maya Papaya. Maya, you know all the names that come along with your name. So we greatly appreciate your support. And then shout out to Otaku Noir. If you use the code word PartyChat, when you are getting your next Blurred Mystery Box at checkout, you will get free shipping on us. Visit otakunoir.com. Check them out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the things. Also, starting today through August 27th, which is their last day of their gaming box, they will have a 20% off sale. So go to otakunoir.com, get your Blurred box, get your 20% off. And that is not an additional code that's needed. Just use PartyChat at checkout to get your free shipping. So 20% off and free shipping. Check it out right now, okay? And that's good until August 27th. So shout out to them. Last thing, okay? Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Follow if you're watching on Twitch. And hit that like button. Turn on that notification bell. All the things. And yeah. Nerd Stuff, how was your weekend?
My weekend, I mean, it was kind of whack. I was working on my car, but I fixed it, so that's a plus. And I got a bunch of content done. So
that's good. That's really good. It's good that you were able to get what you needed done. And getting a car fixed, it's boring. I get it, but it's done.
Oh, it's not boring. I fixed my own car, so now my hands all cut up again. But
oh gosh, can I see your hands? Your hands okay? You have bandages all over it.
Let me see. No, I don't use bandages.
Is it like Tanjiro season 1?
I'm old school. I can't really. I got stitches all over this finger, and
okay.
Just big mechanic hands.
Okay. That is because of the melanin. It covers a lot of our scars. I didn't really notice some, and your hands look freshly lotioned. So
Oh, I put lotion on right before the camera cut off.
I noticed there was like a sheen. I noticed there was like a sheen. I was like, okay, that's that cocoa butter coming in.
Yeah, that's not the usual. That is not the usual. That's for y'all. That's okay. All for the cameras.
I appreciate that because I can't say the same. I can't say the same. Mine look a little tired. My hands look tired right now. I got tired hands right now. But one question I do want to ask you to start before we start to dive into all the things of the show today. What is your highly anticipated game of 2023?
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you asked me that. Well, first, my favorite game is Zelda. That's like my most favorite game of all time. But I just beat that. So now that that's out the way and I'm super happy with how the game turned out, I aim to have the most entertaining Spider-Man playthrough on all of YouTube. I cannot wait for Spider-Man. I'm about to be doing so much ridiculous stuff when that game comes out. I got the PlayStation reserved with the special controller, just everything.
Oh, everything. Oh, okay. You're gonna be decked out.
Yes, absolutely.
That's good. That's really cool. I can't wait. That's also a really great game that I'm extremely excited for. For me also is Starfield. If Starfield launches within the first 30 days with little to no problems, it could be game of the year. But
I'm not even expecting no problems. I just want to play it.
I'm hoping there's gonna be problems. Every game has like launch date problems, which is a norm. I just hope that it's not like, Cyberpunk or
nothing game breaking, then we good.
Right. If we get
comes out, ain't it next month?
Yes, it is next month. We are in August right now, and wait, is it August or September? Does it come out? Hold on.
I think I thought it came out September. I don't know the day. I'm hoping at the beginning of the month though, because
Let's
they
see,
dropping that.
September 6th, which is the day
Yes.
after my daughter's birthday. So
Oh
it'll
wow.
be like happy birthday, and then it's gonna be like, all right, Starfield.
Get out of
Okay,
my face. Time to play video
yeah,
games.
your day is done. On to the next. Your day is done. Um, so I'm excited for Starfield. It's one of my highly anticipated games of the year, along with Spider-Man. But I do agree. Although I'm like on the surface with Zelda, I got to dive more into it. I got to get more into it. Last time I played was on my channel, and I got
Oh, I was
destroyed
watching.
at that pirate island. And I honestly have not picked up the game since. Life has been
It
life,
can be
so I haven't played it
intimidating.
since.
I play
Mhm.
my community likes to say that I play the game on hard mode. There is no difficulty setting, but
Right, right.
I don't follow any of the usual conventions like getting things to power yourself up or like more hearts,
Mm.
the more stamina. I just go for it. If I see something, I'm just gonna try to get it. I don't care how underpowered I am. So I'll diligently sit through a lot of beatings before I finally win. So I don't care.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're like Captain America.
Yeah, that's my
He's
favorite
like,
superhero.
I could do more of this, and me,
That is
I'll
my
do it a
favorite
bunch of times. Then
superhero.
I'm like, if I keep getting knocked down, I'll be like, hold on, pause, be right back. Let me go power up and then come back to the fight when I'm ready. But that pirate thing, it's quite disheartening because you could try to get
I
some,
died a lot. I
and
died a whole
yeah,
lot.
and it starts over. That's the part that's not fair.
Yeah,
It
you gotta
starts
kill
over.
all of those dudes on that island
And I tried to
in
cheat
one
and
go
save
round.
after each like time I killed
Oh
someone,
yeah.
but then
Yep.
when you die, it still starts over. It don't matter.
You had the same ideas I had, and none of them work.
It don't matter. Okay. All right. So let's dive into our new this week. Although, chat, let us know for you guys, what is your highly anticipated game of 2023? We for the new this week, let me kind of explain it to you a little bit so you can help out with some of it. We go over the new things this week. It's kind of self-explanatory, but over gaming, TV shows, and movies.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will take games, you could take shows, and then movies will split in half. I'll do the first 3 pages, you do the last 3 pages, because apparently
Okay.
there's 7 pages of movies today.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. All right, new this week. What do we got for games?
Let's see.
All right, for games, we've got August 15th, Moving Out 2 on PS4, PS5,
Oh,
Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC. That actually looks like a fun game that I actually want to try to play.
that's the only thing on
It's
the list I want to play. I'm not gonna lie.
that's hilarious. It was also made by Team 17, who makes Overcooked. So it's like the Overcooked, the
That's
moving
what it looked
version of
like.
Overcooked. Yeah.
Okay.
Everspace 2 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S. August 16th, we have On Guard on PC. And August 17th, we have Vampire Survivors on Switch.
Wait, the 15th is tomorrow, right?
The 15th is tomorrow
Is this any of this gonna be on Game Pass? Do you know?
for Xbox.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's like, do they release anything not on Game Pass? I don't know if they
Yeah, at this point, it do seem like they put almost everything on there.
everything. Yeah. So we'll
Well,
see.
you might get an invite to some of these games. I'm not gonna
Well, we'll
lie.
we'll see. Moving out too. Yeah, I got you. Okay, next. Oh, there's more games. Okay, I thought there was. Oh, it's 2 pages. Just kidding. August 18th, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and on PC. We've got Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
That's
Okay,
what
not
I'm looking
Cyberpunk,
at.
Cyberfunk on Switch and PC, and then Madden NFL 24 on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. I'm
Is
looking forward to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas. What accent is that?
Texas.
I was looking at the what did I can't even remember the title. It was a weird title. Bomb Rush
Cyberpunk.
Isn't that like the spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio?
If it is, let me know,
Because
okay? Because I
that's
do see
I
the look.
wanna
It
I wanna
does very
get
much
that.
look like it. If it is the spiritual successor, let me
Switch
know
and
because I definitely
PC.
want to play that.
I thought that was gonna be
Hmm.
on Xbox. Well, I mean, PC is the same thing as Xbox.
Pretty
Either
much,
way,
you can
that's
get a Game
that's what I
Pass
want
on
from
PC.
that page.
Yeah,
I don't care
I
about
want to
football.
know. Let us know, chat, if you know Cyber Funk, Bomb Rush Cyber Funk, if that is the spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio Future, because that game was peak. It was awesome. All right, TV shows, take it away, nerd.
All right, what we got? What we got, y'all? Okay, so August 13th, we have Telemarketers. What the heck is that? That's on HBO. We got Billions on Showtime. It's season 7 of Billions. August 14th, we got 90 Day Last Resort. I don't know what any of this is. That's on TLC. Solar
TV shows. There's TV
Opposites.
shows.
I don't. I watch all of y'all. I watch content creators all day. Solar
Hilarious.
Opposites season 4 on Hulu. That looks like Rick and
Rick
Morty or
and
something.
Morty. Yeah, it's in the family.
Same artwork. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it. So that's the 13th and the 14th. So that's today and yesterday. The
Mm-hmm.
15th, we got Good Bones season 8 on HGTV. This looks like something my wife and her sister would make me watch. What's Wrong with That House season 1? So this is a brand new show on HGTV. Both of those, I'll probably end up watching both of those. Then you got on the 16th, Battle of the Decade season 1 on the Food Network. That's
Hmm.
something that I might end up having to watch. They forced me to watch cooking shows and house shows. Cold
Okay.
Case Files, DNA Speaks, season 1 on Hulu. That's probably something my daddy gonna be watching.
Something for the family. Everyone in the
Yep.
family's got something.
Oh, my boy, Craig Robinson.
Craig
Okay, so
Robinson, yeah.
he got his own Peacock original. It's on season 2 already, so shows how much of a fan I am. Killing It, season 2 on Peacock, August 18th. Then we got the Upshaws. Is that Wanda Sykes
Yeah, Wanda
and
Sykes and Mike
Mike
Epps.
Epps? Who's the
Mm-hmm.
other
And
lady?
Kim Whitfield.
Kim Whitfield, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so they already don't see
From Living
I'm
Single.
so far behind on actual television. Harlan Coben's Shelter. I don't know what that is. That looks creepy. Amazon
So it's
original.
like a supernatural show that's on Prime Video. And that kid, the main kid, he's the same kid that played a
The one in the middle?
younger. Yeah, the one in the middle. He played a younger Colin Kaepernick in that Colin Kaepernick show
I could
that
see
was on
him being
Netflix.
Colin Kaepernick. He looks like
He
him at
was
least. I don't know who he is.
no, that's all I know him as. I don't even know the man's real name. He's young Colin to
I
me.
thought the other dude was Harry Potter.
Nope. Next page.
Next page.
That is not Daniel Radcliffe. All right, movies. I'll take the first 3 pages and you can take the last 3.
Okay.
All right. August 13th, we have Psychosis on VOD and Digital. August 14th, we have $1 Billion Heist on VOD and Digital. Operation Napoleon Frozen Conspiracy, VOD and Digital. And on August 15th, we have Caverna, VOD and Digital.
Mm.
We also have Kill Shot, VOD and Digital. Babylon 5, The Road Home, VOD and Digital. Reinventing Elvis, the 68 comeback, Paramount Plus. I'm wondering and slightly concerned, but we'll see what happens there. Then there's Fanny, Annie, and Danny. I
Okay.
don't know how I feel about that. Hopefully, those are all 3 names of people, okay, and not body parts. All right, next page.
What's a Danny?
if we know what a fanny is, Annie might have a fanny and maybe a Danny.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
August 16th, we have Old Boy Limited. Depp v. Heard on Netflix. Honestly, I'm quite surprised it took this long for something like that to come out.
I wasn't
Miguel wants
expecting
to
that.
fight. I mean, at this rate, we should expect that
Well,
everybody's
yeah,
got some
yeah.
type of documentary of
You're
their
right.
like trial or murder or something of that degree these days. Miguel Wants to Fight on Hulu. That actually looks really, really hilarious. I actually want to watch that because that's a kid who wants to fight really bad and his friends are going to try to teach him. And he just starts picking fights with random people because he just really wants to fight in this world. That's what he wants to do.
Interesting.
It's a comedy. It's hilarious. And then August 18th, we have Strays in theaters. Another movie I actually want to see. It's like a rated R voiceover of dogs.
Dog movies are some of
yeah.
my least favorite movies.
Well, this is rated
But
R, so you might
these
like it.
these two are some of the funniest people ever. So maybe that could save it. Maybe that could save it.
That's true. All right, take it away, nerd stuff.
All right, so we got Blue Beetle. All right, I get to start out with the good ones. Blue Beetle
That's
in
true.
theaters. Back on the Strip. That looks like blaxploitation in theaters. That's what I'm talking about. Puppy Love, VOD and digital.
I kind of want to see that. Kind
I
of.
never heard of
like
that one.
Flash and Pretty Little Liars. So
Okay,
we'll see.
all right. Haunting. Oh, this looks terrifying. Haunting of the Queen Mary Limited. What does limited mean?
Limited release in
Limited.
theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, or it
So
might be like, yeah, it's
select
just limited
theaters.
release. Yeah, select theaters, and possibly limited release on streaming service like Hulu or not Hulu, Vudu or something like that.
Okay. What we got on the next slide?
Next one, come on.
Okay, so The Moon also limited. The Monkey King, ooh, on Netflix. Okay, I'll watch that. The Engineer limited as well. Deadshot limited. That looks. Oh, I'm thinking Deathloop. That looks the exact same cover of the Deathloop game. It looks like the cover from Deathloop.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
But it's not. Deadshot limited. Bad Things, Shudder. What is Shudder?
Shudder's a horror streaming app.
Oh, you will not see me on that. The Adults limited. Birth Rebirth limited. And Simone, Woman of the Country, also limited.
Century.
Oh, I can't see or read. That's crazy. Woman of the Century
okay.
limited.
That's okay.
Normally I can do those things, but I don't know. That last one just escaped me.
Hilarious. You have one more page. Go ahead.
Okay, we got Mutt. That sounds disrespectful. Limited. Madeline Collins. Limited as well. Landscape with Invisible Hand. What is that?
What is that?
That I don't like the way that look. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
But I don't like it. It looks kind of alien and grotesque.
It does. So those are the movies, TV shows, and games of this week. Let us know down below which one. What are you looking forward to see? I'm not gonna lie. On TV, normally we have a lot of true crime, murder stories, or cult things. But it seems like it's a lot of house stuff, which I would take that. I'd rather that than all the murder stuff, and then like a sprinkle of murder. It's mostly house stuff and something about Elvis, which I wonder. Straw Hat Prime, you said that Back on the Strip is not what you think. I'm interested to know what
is it then?
What is it? If it's what is it? Let us know if you know down below. But yeah, that was the new this week. So the first thing that is on the list on our docket to talk about today is the thing that I think affects the most people when it comes to like the news and things for today.
It's just the name of this next topic is just hilarious to me because I already heard so many complaints
about this. Do we got an overlay? There we go. Disney Plus and Hulu plan on raising their subscription prices.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So we're going off of the article by The Verge, and it says Disney is once again raising the ad-free prices of both Disney Plus and Hulu this fall. Beginning on October 12th, Disney Plus will cost $13.99 per month, while Hulu's no ads tier will run $17.99.
Wait. You can get Disney Plus with commercials on it?
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
So the ad sponsored tier, literally a second. The ad sponsored tiers of both services will, for now, it says each remain at $7.99. So there, I didn't know that there was an option of this until this article came out. Honestly,
because you on somebody else's plan like me.
No, we have our own plan. We have our own plan. But when we signed up,
I don't know what the rules consist of.
There wasn't like an ads version. It was just like Disney Plus. They didn't say like, hey, there's an ads version. So I don't know if this is something that's starting now that they're going to be offering a higher price point. If they're like, hey, to appease people, we'll have an ad friendly price point at $7.99, because $7.99 was the original price that you were paying if you wanted just Disney Plus. But if you want the package, because you could get the I think it comes with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. And then now I think even more, I think National Geographic, there's like a lot more things since the original bundle, because the original bundle was just those three. But now with the Fox contract, clearing and
Yeah.
them getting all that content, there was additional things that are added into the bundle. But yeah, they said perhaps to ease the blow, the company is introducing a new combo subscription that will bundle the ad-free experiences for both Disney Plus and Hulu, specifically, it says, for $20 a month. The plan will be available on September 6th. So starting on September 6th, you can start to get the bundle for the ad-free experience for $20 a month. And then in October 12th, if you're like, hey, I just want to use one or the other, then you have either the $14 for Disney Plus or the Hulu no ads for $18.
Mm.
Goodness. So before we dive into the how do you feel about this situation? Although you
So
did say you are sharing it. But hold on, before we dive into this, one last thing I want to read. It says, but these subscription hikes to the standalone services are substantial. Disney last raised the cost of Disney Plus to $10.99 a year ago. And at that time, ad-free Hulu had jumped up to $15. So
dang.
now it costs more than the ad-free tier of Warner Brothers Discovery Max service, which is currently at $16 a month.
Ugh. So here's the thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is going to bother me too much unless they start to like revoke old grandfather clauses, because I had Hulu pretty much since it came out. Like I got it back when it was $5. And I
$5.
got Spotify like when it first came out, because I always believe in paying for music and art and stuff. So I always had Spotify. But then maybe in like 2016, I got an email from Spotify saying, hey, you want to get Hulu for free? I was like, I'm already paying for Hulu. And it was like, oh, you did? Well, we bought Hulu, so your Hulu's free. Just sign this email thing, and then we'll take it off your bill. So I've had free Hulu for what, 7 years now. So
I didn't know that was
I
a thing, and I pay for Spotify
it
too.
is it's not a thing anymore. That's I got in on that in like the end of 2015 or something.
Mm,
It was a promotional thing. Like if you would have signed up for Spotify way back then for $10 a month, then
mhm.
it just gave you Hulu for free. Then I like later on, like years down the line, I had like 4 other different things trying to give me Hulu for free. So I'm never paying for Hulu. I don't even watch it
Oh,
anyway, but
that's good.
everybody else I know just uses my Hulu account. And then I don't pay for Disney Plus or Netflix. I think we are the ones paying for like Peacock. I don't know. You know, you just split
Like
it
the
up. It's like, all
family
right,
share,
we'll pay
yeah.
for this and y'all pay for
Although Netflix
that.
is changing it now with which they've already rolled that out, because we already had
Right.
to do this whole thing with our mother-in-law, or my mother-in-law, where like she had to make her own profile and everything and add it
Yeah.
to ours. That way she can use
That's what
it
we're doing
where
with
she is.
our in-laws. I'm on the
Mhm,
in-laws Netflix, and my sister-in-law's Disney Plus, I believe.
mhm. Which I am happy that they are at least finding some way to do it, because it does make sense. A lot of people are using the server and space, so it,
Mhm.
it should get paid for,
Yeah, you
and
gotta
a way
get paid.
that you can kind of share that and pay for that. I will say that with Disney Plus, um, I feel like it's currently not worth $14 an hour. Netflix, what is the current cost of Netflix?
$14 an hour is crazy.
Sorry, an hour. I'm thinking of the mortuary assistant. $14 a month. Okay. Um, for chat, if anybody in the chat knows, or interns, if you can let us know, what is the current price of Netflix a month? Because I feel like the degree of what Netflix has, and a lot of people are trying to catch up to Netflix. All these other
Yeah.
services are trying to catch
$20?
up with Netflix, right?
Oh my
It's
gosh.
it's 18. I'm paying $20 without ads. Okay, Netflix has ads? I didn't even know Netflix
What?
had
Netflix
ads.
has ads too?
which they should have been had ads, honestly. I feel
Yeah,
like the aspect of Hulu was the smartest one. Have ads, and then if you want an ad-free experience, you pay more, because then that way the software is making a lot of money, and
yeah.
that allows them to do the Hulu original stuff and all those things. Uh, yep, they tried to silently roll it out. Oh, okay, okay. So it's about $18, and I feel like
Dang.
comparatively, Netflix has like a god tier amount of content on there, right?
Right.
Especially when they have the shifts where they switch things in, they take things out, and that's not normally their problem. It's mostly the publishers, because a lot of what ended up happening is like it had a lot of stuff on there, and some of these individual companies, they started their own streaming service, so they want their stuff on their streaming service. So
Right.
some of those things, they ended their contracts with Netflix and decided to put that content on their own personal streaming service. But Netflix has been the king of this game for a very, very long time. And it's very weird to me that Disney is like, hey, we offer a fraction of the content, right? It is mostly for kids. Disney Plus is a kids
Yeah.
app with occasional things for adults ish. And
Hmm.
because even with some of the things that are for adults, they water down, or they skew, or they edit, or they
What do you mean by
censor.
that? They edit Disney Plus shows?
So yeah, so X-Men had some episodes that were edited when it was brought on. There were a couple other shows that were
What?
like cartoons in the 90s that they brought onto Disney Plus, and the selling point was to adults, because kids now don't care about animations from the 90s. They don't care about that
Right,
ish.
right.
But they sold it to us to join on, us adults, and then they edited a bunch of, or censored a bunch of 90s stuff, you
Oh,
know.
do not Duchess is saying that the movies. I did see a lot of like
Yeah.
some
They edited
very
some of the
racy stuff from the old cartoons.
they edited
Like
them.
Dumbo got heavily edited,
Mhm.
and just all of any type of like Sambo stuff or whatever is like a lot
Yeah.
of it got axed.
And they skew it more towards kids, and they try to make it more of a kids app. So I don't think that there's not enough content comparatively for you to be an amount close to what Netflix offers. And then B, I'm not paying $14 for a kids app.
I feel
I'm
you.
not paying that.
I can't. I haven't spoke up just vehemently against it because I'm not the one paying for it anyway. But if any of this turns into an actual fallout at the house, like I just left my daddy house Saturday and he was telling me it's not the streaming services, which he does have a couple of them. He's paying
Mhm.
for cable. I was like, why are you doing that, man? He was like,
At
my
this rate,
cable bill is like $330. I was like,
$330.
what? But the TV company like Xfinity and all that, they prey on older people because they know they're just going to buy. It's like, well, if you got to get the package because you're going to need a house phone, you're going to need an alarm
Frontier
system, and
used to do
you're going
that.
to need. And it's like,
Mhm.
bro, you're if you're 60 and above, you are the only one with all of these services that you're
Yeah.
not using, and you still can't
Mhm.
watch what you want because all of your shows are on separate streaming services. So
Mhm.
we was
You
trying to
can
work
pay
out
for
like.
all of the streaming services that exist and still not pay $300 a month.
Right, that's what I told him. I said
Mhm.
300 something dollars. You could probably cut that in half and still watch more than what you was trying to see in the first place. Even
Yeah. Yeah.
TV channels have their own separate streaming services now. So it's
Mhm.
no reason for cable to even exist at this point. But
Yeah.
again, I see how I mean, it's still greed, but I understand it because that's just how companies work. You want to make your money. And if you make this much money, you want to make more the next time, just because that's how the game goes, I guess. So I get it, like cracking down on passwords and all of that, and putting
Mhm.
in ads.
But this
But
is I will say this. This is also honestly a stab in the back more towards the Actors Guild, I feel, and the Writers Guild, because
because they ain't getting a cut of it.
Bob Iger recently was like saying how essentially he feels like they're asking for too much. It was like this whole thing that he was talking about in regards to the actors who recently went on strike in regards to receiving more pay. and he was saying that they were not being realistic. So it's quite hilarious that now they're asking for more money, as far as
Right.
Disney itself asking for more money, while complaining about actors asking for more money. And the actors are a big reason that a lot of your things, like as far as your IRL content, right? When you think of
Yeah.
Star Wars, when you think of Marvel, which were the big ticket items and selling points for adults to purchase this service, for
Mhm.
you to now ask for more money, but also say that actors are ridiculous for asking for more money when you have a private jet is quite hilarious, honestly. And it's low key, high
Everybody
key
wants more
disrespectful.
money, but don't nobody want to be the one to ask for the more money. They just want to get the more money. It's like
Hmm.
if you could sneak it in, like somebody in the chat was saying, like they try to silently introduce ads in the Netflix. It's like that's your best bet, honestly, is just try and be slick about it. Like
Hmm.
the price of the same meal I've been ordering at McDonald's forever has like tripled, even though
Hmm.
it's the
It
same
used to be
thing.
three
But what I'm
dollars,
a
and now they're like
right, it's like what I'm gonna say about it, I still want to
$10.
eat it. So
Hmm.
we just gonna have to give in. Video game $70 again. So
Yeah,
everybody taxed.
video games $70, but and for some, and this is the thing, I feel like it's arguable on a game by game, like,
Yeah,
act
it's a
a
case by
reason.
case basis.
Yeah, case by case basis, because I feel like game by game and streaming service by streaming service basis. Like I feel like Netflix want to charge $20. I'm okay with Netflix doing that because Netflix, like despite everybody's biggest complaint, factual complaint, the aspect of the passwords, and now they're trying to charge people for passwords when before it was like share with your family. I get
Mhm.
some people complaining about that. That's fine. But Netflix from gate has been offering like so many different shows and movies. Then they were doing original content that have been pretty solid. I know some people argue about the anime IRL content, and that's fair, but not to blame the whole entire software just because of that. However, again, I feel like Hulu is fair because Hulu, you can watch pretty much any channel, right? Any type of network that's out there, and you can have the ad experience, which they've always offered, and that's what I had
Yeah.
before. And then now we've got the ad free experience.
How much do
Um,
it cost with ads to have Hulu?
well, it's going to be $7.99.
That's not bad. That's fair.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It used to be 5 for so long. It's not, yeah, it's
Right.
not bad. 7.99. And then the ads weren't too bad. It's just like it got to a point where like you do see the
It
same
wasn't
ad
like
over
Twitch
and over
ads. You
again.
get
The like
seven
same exact
seven in
ad
a
over
row.
and over again. Yeah. But and I don't think it was really that bad who before Disney got the major shareholder in that or shareholding in that. Now I don't know what the case is like because we've been changed to ad free for a long time ago. So
Mhm.
um I feel like Hulu is fair if you want to raise the price to $20 a month because it's endless networks, endless content. It still like blows the availability of what Disney has out of the water. Disney Plus going to 17.99 or no, sorry, 13.99 on October 12th and still giving us mediocre Marvel TV shows and boring Star Wars shows is ridiculous.
That's what they selling it on. That's like the premium content that you're not going. That's pretty much their selling point of you can't watch these anywhere else. Like I remember a lot of that stuff was actually on Netflix. Look at all of the Disney movies and Marvel just stuff in general that was on Netflix. They swiped that and
Hmm. And that
it
was
seemed like
that
at
was a
least for the
solid show.
yeah.
Daredevil,
Yeah, that
solid
was
freaking
fire.
show. Solid
It's
freaking show.
supposed to come back. It's supposed to come back. But I mean,
It's not
Lord
going to
knows
be the same.
when.
It's not going to be anywhere near the same. And that's one of the problems that I have. I am at this point where the fears that people had about Disney taking Star Wars and Disney taking Marvel, I didn't
Mhm.
have that fear at first because when Disney took over Marvel, we still had solid movies. We had the MCU was still pumping out amazing movies. We had Endgame, Infinity War, and even some of the, origin stories that happened are sprinkled in. It's the TV shows that Disney, with their heavy hand, has
Mhm.
molded into like shoddy pacing, poor character development, um, it's just as a lot of people said, appetizers to keep you filled between movies, but it's not even
Mhm.
it's not they're not palatable, I feel. And it's like you can like the look of some and you can like the acting of the others, but not I have not seen one solid good show that had great character development and like consistent pacing as a story or as a plot
Mm.
at all on any of the IRL shows, except for High School Musical, the musical, the series. That's the only one that I found like
I
pacing
wasn't even
wise.
expecting that, to be honest with you.
That's the one that's for the kids. Even though I haven't seen the latest season that recently dropped, I will be watching it after I finish Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix, which Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix is a fire show. Okay. And that actor,
Mm.
that main actor, Señor, por favor, venir aquí, por favor. Okay.
I don't know what those
Um,
words mean.
Listen, it's just for him. Only he's
It's
supposed to
just
know.
okay.
Okay. Only
I'll
he's
let him
supposed to know.
address you. I'll let him address you directly.
But yeah, like it that is
Cut
not
her
just said
mic.
cut her mic. For real, I'm disappointed in Disney, and this is disrespectful. I'll say that boldly. Is for you to say, hey, they're asking for too much actor wise, but hey, let's ask for some money on our end. That's just disrespectful. Oh, okay. I haven't seen Andor. I'll give you that. Anytime I say Star Wars shows
I tried to
on
watch that and
Disney
I
Plus
fell
have been
asleep.
bad, you don't count. Okay, you don't
That's
count.
true.
All right.
That's true.
Okay, because I think we've talked about some things, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you count anymore. All right, but let's.
That's
But
crazy. I watched all the other Star Wars shows.
okay, what'd you think of Boba Fett?
I loved it.
You do not count. All
I knew
right,
you
so
was gonna say I
Andor.
don't count for that. Whatever, man. I
Boba
loved
Fett,
it.
the BO and Boba Fett is for boring. That show was
What?
just
Man,
yes.
it was so much fun to me.
Okay, we have to have a separate
Yeah,
Star
we
Wars
could
talk and
we could
involve you.
talk about it
I gotta
later.
watch Andor because people have said a lot of people
People
when we
did
talk
say it
about
was really
the
good.
yeah a lot of people said Andor is really really good and I need to check out Andor. So Andor is pretty much the only good Disney property that they've put out in a long time because it does not feel
Mm.
like Star Wars at all, but in a good way. All right, shout out to you, filmmaker. I gotta check out Andor. I gotta check out Andor because the other
I feel like the
shows.
screen was just too dark. Like it was nighttime the whole time. I was sleep. I do be real sleepy, so that it might not even be the show's
Well, you're
fault.
out there
But
fixing
I fell
cars with your
asleep.
hands, so I don't know if I blame you. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know for you guys. How do you feel? Are you still going to be paying for Disney Plus and Hulu? Although I have no shade on Hulu, honestly. Hulu is
Hey,
good for
they've
me.
been free to me.
Hello. Well, yeah, there's that. But I mean, the offerings per price, when you think of that, Hulu has been solid. And even some of their originals, Bloods is a show you should check out. If you like British comedies, it's about an EMT, like a group of EMTs in
Mhm.
England. And it's hilarious. Hilarious. So definitely check it out. But yeah, let us know your thoughts down below. Or tweet us at PartyChat Podcast on Twitter. Hopefully I said the Twitter right. Interns, copy and paste the Twitter for me because I know there's an underscore somewhere. Okay. So let me know. Yeah, Blez is hilarious. Shout out to Otaku Noir. They're here. Yeah, the series is too short. A lot of British comedies are very, very short, but Bloods is really great. I love them. All right. So next thing on the topic, we're gonna check out a trailer. Bruce Lee
Ooh.
anime. Okay. Bruce Lee is getting his own anime series. The interns are gonna pop the trailer up on the screen. We're gonna check it out and let's see what's gonna happen. House of Lee. I like that. I like that.
So this is the actual trailer. I've been trying not to watch this. Just so
And then here I go.
It. No, I mean like I kept seeing clips of it on Twitter. I wanted to see the actual thing.
Oh, the whole trailer.
Yeah. It looks like it's from the late 80s.
It does have a classic anime feel.
Yeah. Like
Enter the Dragon.
Warriors.
I saw the dragon. Sometimes he be looking black. Is that just me? House of Lee coming soon. Should be created by Shannon Lee.
I mean,
question,
wait, he's gonna be in Naraka Blade
the
Point?
Company.
Wait a minute, what'd you say?
The Company. Brie, you could take that. You take this right now. The publisher, is the publisher also Shibuya? I want to know who the
I
publisher is
don't
going
know.
to be, or the company that's going to put it out, like whether it's Mappa, Viz Media, Wit Studio, like what studio is going to put it out. But you saw the trailer just now. What were your thoughts and stuff?
I can't wait. It seems. I mean, it's always sad that when you do something like this for somebody that's been gone for so long, like you wish he could have seen it just to, even if it could.
Mm,
I mean,
to
he
enjoy
obviously
it.
be an old man by now, but I would love to have like a Stanley type of interview at the end of at least one episode, just to see what does he feel about the show. Does he think it's cool? Does he even know what anime is? Was it a such thing as anime when he passed? I don't even know. But
I'm sure there was, because anime was in
didn't
the
he die in the
80s. And
70s?
did he in the 70s? I don't. Was it the 70s? Let's look
73?
up. Let's look.
Somebody in the thing says 73. I don't know if
Oh
anime
yeah,
been
he
around
died in
for that long.
73. Oh, that's true. I don't know. Was there anime in the 70s? I know in
I
the
don't even
80s for
know.
sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know in
so
the
that's
80s.
true. That's true.
But yeah, I would love to see how he felt. I think he'd be been cool with it because he was into Hollywood and all of that, and just the big screen and all of that type of stuff. So
Mm.
I'm sure he'd be cool with it. But I just would have liked to see it. But I definitely want to see it, and I would like some. I want to see what kind of like collectible Bruce Lee stuff comes from that, because everybody uh loved Bruce Lee as a little kid, at least at some point in your life. I don't care who you are.
I feel like he has a lot of fans. I don't know if he necessarily has a lot of like
Mhm.
haters. I don't.
Nobody hates
I
Bruce
don't think
Lee.
I've ever seen like a hate train for Bruce Lee.
It's
It's
no
never
such
been.
thing.
It's never been the
Absolutely
thing.
no such thing.
But Shannon Lee, who we saw, is one of his. It's his daughter that's going to be
Mhm.
involved in
Is she the
the
same one that did
production.
the Corey Kenshin Bruce Lee crossover merch?
Probably. If his daughter was involved, his daughter's name is Shannon Lee. So if his
Okay.
daughter was involved,
I
then it
think
was
yeah, I
her.
think that was her then.
And so I think it's like a it's a fire thing to have something in an homage, and I think anime is a great way to do an homage to somebody. And it looks like they are going to, you know, dip into the supernatural parts of anime, because you saw him turn
Right.
into a dragon and whatnot. I wonder, story wise, are they going to go full supernatural where he has these powers and changes into these things,
I kind of hope they
or
don't.
is that in his mind? Is it like, how like the mind of an anime character is way
Yeah, yeah.
vast, way more vast than what you see? So I wonder if it's going to be something like that, or if it's going to be, in the realm of he turns into those things, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that should be sweet. I also want to know, Bruce Lee was Chinese, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Well, Chinese American.
Right,
Um,
right, right, right.
he was born in San Francisco, but he trained in China. He was trained by Ip Man. Ip Man was
Mm,
his trainer, and that's where he learned Wing Chun, and which like Ip Man, that's a fire movie too. I want to
yeah.
see Ip Man anime. Is there an Ip Man
Oh
anime?
man.
Because
It's
if there
got to at
is, I
least
mean,
be a
it's
fan
like an
animation
anime.
by now. Who's
Yeah,
Bruce Lee? I was born in the 2000s, and there's no way.
baby, Google, baby, Google it. Google it, baby. All right. Google it, baby. All right.
I mean, he was gone long before any of us were here.
Yeah, my mother was my mother even a teenager when he passed? I don't even think she
Right? I
was.
don't think my
Yeah,
daddy was neither.
yeah. Not at all. But yeah, so let us know your thoughts. Bruce Lee anime. Did you see the trailer? Otaku said blasphemer. They're like, who's Bruce Lee? Yeah, Google it, baby. Google it. But yeah, let us know your thoughts down below. The anime, it just says coming soon. I don't think we have a release date yet,
Aw.
but I would be interested to see it. And
I would like to
I,
see
I
a
hope that it's
Chinese animation version, because that looks like traditional Japanese anime, old school style. But I
Mhm.
seen a lot of Chinese anime, mainly on Twitter, but they have it looks like anime, but it something different about it, and it looks very cool.
There is a Chinese anime that I love. It's on Netflix. It's Seven Scissors. Seven
Mm.
Scissors is hilarious. Okay. It's about this like guy who is, I don't know if he's like a samurai or just like a ninja. if he's one or the other, but he's like a warrior of some sort that has these scissors that he can like manipulate to do things. And it's a comedy. He's like a barber. It's hilarious. And there's music involved and the songs are funny. So yeah, Seven Scissors, check it out. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's fire. It's pretty fire. All right, next thing that we're going to check out. This is The Continental from the world of John Wick. So if you're familiar with the first movie of John Wick, this is a 3-part event that will be on, I believe it's Peacock, because Universal, I believe. And it is based on the Continental Hotel, which you saw from the first John Wick. Let's roll the trailer. Let's roll the trailer. Is it coming?
You gotta wait.
Is it there? Hold on. That's why I said to have it ready. You could make tabs and have them ready.
So this is gonna be a show?
Yeah, it's a show, a 3-part event.
Okay. Oh, it's like a little mini series.
A suit doesn't make a man.
Oh, 1970s. Okay. It looks like blood.
It's inside the suit that counts.
Ooh.
It's resourcefulness and perhaps an open heart.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I haven't finished my drink.
Goodness, sir. You could drink it after.
Oh, so this doesn't have anything to do with John Wick. It's just the same
Just
universe.
the world. The world,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Winston, your brother stole something from me.
Oh, Mel's in it. Winston is the owner of the Continental Hotel.
Oh.
It's very important.
He got money.
Dangerous people. Find him, because if you
That's an interesting mask.
way to this whole institution
Kinda
down
scary.
on you both. Sharon.
He looked like a man child.
He does kind of have like a babyish face.
You're my
Yeah.
brother, Frankie. We have to strike first. And I need all the help I can get.
Oh, who was that?
I believe a guy in an ascot can pull this off.
It's a cravat. We're gonna take on the Continental. Every freak in that hotel will be after us.
Oh.
Goodness, they are creepy.
They had some very striking
Goodness, well,
features.
she's like, let me show you what my legs can do as I load this gun.
Lots of guns.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I wasn't expecting none of this.
Oh, brother.
Well, I should have expected. It's from the John Wick universe.
John Wick.
Okay.
Yeah. We should have. There should have been some expectations.
This is justice.
Oh, I love when people can do that kick
The kick backwards
from behind.
to forwards.
Yeah, like forward. Yes,
That's
one of my
completely
favorite-
unnecessary.
No, it's
cool,
a flex.
Everything.
Wholly and
Yeah.
completely, it's a flex.
Okay. How long is each episode?
I'm not sure. All
I
right,
hope they're
September
long.
22nd. Yeah. I hope it's like, since it's a 3-part event, they better not pull no Disney Plus ish and show it for 30 minutes. Okay. It better be a good hour, maybe hour and a half, maybe like,
they should. That look like you could turn that easily into just 3 movies.
Yeah. I want that. I want that, like, for sure.
Can I be completely honest with you?
Go ahead.
I've never watched John Wick. None of them.
Get him out of here. He's got to go. No,
It's over. I'm sorry.
it's over. Show's over. All right, thanks so much for coming through, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and let us know your thoughts down below. I'm looking forward to it. The first John Wick was pretty good. The second was good. The third one, because it's like the more you do it, the more far out that it becomes or whatnot.
Like Fast and Furious or something.
Oh, well, kind of. It's just becomes
Not that
more and more
bad.
visceral. No, it's not as far as Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious, the man caught a car while on a moving car. That is not. They're not touching that in this. But it's like it starts to, the plot seems to be a little bit more like wavy water, and then it's more visceral as far as the kills and the death and all that stuff becomes more and more of a thing. But the first one in the world building is very, very solid, and I love it. This seems like it's going back to that, a simplified story. Homie's brother did something, and now they're trying to retrieve the brother, and it just seems like you're a man against a bunch of other situations or people, and I like that. And I like Winston. I like that actor. Well, the one that plays the older Winston. This younger Winston, he looks kind of familiar, but I can't place what I may
I
know
didn't
him
know
from.
any of the people in that trailer.
There was one that was a familiar face. The one black girl that seemed to have like a mysterious, when she was walking, she had the wavy hair, and it just seemed to like zero in on her a little bit. She looks familiar, but the rest of them, I do agree, a little different.
It's cool though. I kind of like it when it's, I don't want to sound disrespectful and say no name, but actors that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not so focused on one person, like waiting to see what they're gonna say next, as opposed to just letting the cast breathe and enjoying it,
do what they need
as a whole.
I like that perspective. I do try to give everybody the space to breathe, but I can understand when you're like, especially if you buy into a property because of the actors, and you're really excited for the specific actors, and you're just waiting to see them when you're in a scene. I can understand that. For me, I do try to give everybody the space to perform and,
Right. I try to do
capture
that, but like
me and
if
whatnot.
if I'm watching a Denzel movie, I don't care who else is there. I want to see what he's doing. I want to hear all of the crazy stuff he about to say, and anybody else they could be a paper bag for all I care. So
Oh my
I try not to, he's my
You're
favorite, so
okay. All
it's
right.
the easiest to get me like that. But I try to go into a movie where it's like these people are interacting as normal people and not, all right, I can't wait to see what's gonna come out of this dude's mouth.
Right. And I do feel like there is a breath of fresh air when it is a cast that you don't really know. And it can be more from because if you know someone's a good actor, you're expecting a certain degree from them. When you're diving into people you don't know, then you're just like open palate, like fresh palate, like, oh, new restaurant with new food I've never tried before. I'm excited to see what can they offer, who's going to be my favorite, things like that. So I am looking forward to the series. I think we do have Peacock, so I will watch this when it comes out with
I'm not
hubby.
sure if we still got it. I'm gonna ask after we done.
Yeah, it's something you got to figure out, because I thought I had it and then I didn't, but I think I have it now. And yeah, we do, because we recently watched.
That's what the Fresh Prince show is on, right?
Yes, it has to be, I think, because it's also Universal.
Okay, yeah,
NBC Universal. But I know the Mario movie is on there, and we recently watched it the other day. So
there?
yeah, it's on there. So
I can't wait.
Yeah, so then I think we do have it, because I think we watched it literally the other day.
Bel Air is on Peacock. Okay.
Cool. Bel Air is on Peacock. Okay. But yeah, so let us know down below. The Continental from the world of John Wick. Are you going to see it on Peacock? And whether you have it or not, would you see it? I'd rather that, because the whole argument of who has Peacock or doesn't, it's neither here nor there. But would you see it if you could? Let me know. Let us know.
You said John Wick. Is that the same as Texas?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Like, yes, John Wick. Let us know down below. Next thing on the docket, controversy over Snow White. Snow White?
She looks just like Snow White.
Well, yeah, pull it up again. Pull up the graphic again.
What?
Snow White live action controversy. She does. She has the same eyes too, honestly.
Yeah, this lady look like a cartoon.
I don't know if that's a compliment, but
I mean,
she does look similar.
Be pretty. You got Jessica Rabbit and stuff.
Well, Jessica Rabbit. No one's touching Jessica Rabbit or Betty Boop. Okay,
or
them two.
Betty. No, I don't want to look like Betty Boop. She got
Betty Boop had the body.
Her head bigger than mine.
Forget the head. Okay, the body. All right. Betty Boop was the template for Jessica Rabbit. You wouldn't have no Jessica Rabbit without no Betty Boop. Okay.
My mama got a whole Betty Boop. The same way I got all of this stuff, she got a room full of Betty Boop stuff. So I mean, I know she has her fan base.
That's cute. I love it.
It's scary.
I want to be loved by you and you. It's I'm a Betty Booper. Okay. I'm a Booper.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a Booper. Next thing on the docket, controversy over Snow White. Snow White live action controversy. She does. She has the same eyes too, honestly. I'm a Betty Booper. Okay. I'm a Booper. Um,
A booper.
a booper. So there's a bit of controversy, goodness, about Snow White. It is a live action Snow White that was announced to come into fruition. I want to say, um, excuse me, it's been in development since 2016.
Really?
Yeah, and
What's
since
holding that up?
2016, production didn't kick off until earliest 2021. And then in June of 2021, that's when they announced that Rachel Zegler, who was also in West Side Story.
Oh, the
Uh,
remake of that?
yeah, she was in West Side Story. She played Maria. She was announced to get the role of Snow White in 2021 in June. And at the time that it was announced, of course, she was met with a bunch of, racism because she's Colombian Polish. I was going to say mixed,
That's
but
so
like
crazy.
a mixture of Colombian and Polish.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if there was no Colombian and there was just the Polish side, she wouldn't hear anything about this.
Right.
But the fact that she has some Polish is not enough for some people. And the palm trees were angry.
I wouldn't even have known if you wasn't reading it. That's what's crazy to me. She looks like the character.
She does. She does look like the character. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about the production involving anything to do with her descent or her ethnicity or anything like that. Like, sometimes when they have like a character fill in a role and their ethnicity doesn't really matter to the role, because like Little Mermaid, right? The
Right.
fact that she was Black was great for representation, but the Little
It made
Mermaid
more
wasn't
sense for her to
about
be
her
Black
being,
anyway.
well, in the movie, because it was like Caribbean,
Geographically.
okay,
Yeah.
right? But like also the character, she was able to be the Little Mermaid, whether she was Black or anything else. It wouldn't have affected the story, right? Because the story wasn't about the mermaid
Right.
being Black. She was just a mermaid that was Black, right? Which is great for representation. And I imagine it would be a similar thing with Snow White, where she's just going to be like Snow White. The role
It's
could
not
be
gonna be
fit
a
by anybody
Colombian
else, but
story.
yeah, I doubt it's going to be a Colombian story. But apparently now there's even more. As of the 11th of this month, there have been more controversy. She tweeted, Rachel Zegler, she tweeted, "I love you very much." Oh, wait, sorry. She said, "I hope the world becomes kinder." And she said, "I love you very much forever and ever. Remember to be kind, treat each other with patience and empathy. Remember that you are loved unconditionally, no matter your mistakes, no matter your misunderstandings. You deserve it. You deserve love. You deserve to live without fear." Now let me see why she's saying that, because this is an added link that was added in like 5 seconds ago. Cough, cough to the internet. She had interview clips that spread like wildfire on TikTok, and TikTok users called out the West Side Story actress for her criticism of the Disney animated classic. And do we have an idea of what she said? Interns, this is y'all added this extra link here because I thought we were going to talk about the racism that she has gone against. Oh, it was there, but you moved it. Okay. Looking at the interns. All right, so the controversy started when her interviews from D23 in September of 2022 began to circulate on the internet. When asked about the live action movie's modern edge take on Snow White, Rachel told Variety, "I just mean that it's no longer 1937. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true." In an interview with Extra, Rachel stressed that this Snow White would not focus on the film's original love story. Remember, true love's kiss awakened Snow White from her sleep. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and evidently so, there's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. This is quoting. I'm quoting her. "So we didn't do that this time," she said. And she went on to joke on that all of Andrew Burnap's scenes would get cut. I don't know who Andrew Burnap is.
I'm assuming the Prince.
Maybe, probably. And she also admitted to EW that she was scared of the 1937 animated film. Many TikTok users began slamming Rachel's view of the character and the original movie. One user said, criticizing Disney princesses is not feminist. Okay, how is she criticizing the princess by saying that it's going to be focused more on the leader she's going to be and less on the true love aspect? Because I don't think that it's enough that, or I don't think that the fact that the true love part is taken out means that she's not a feminist. She had a story with she had an issue with it being about the true love story and everything, but instead this seems like it's going to be more of an empowering woman movie. I'm confused as to why people are upset.
People don't like their classics being tampered with. That's all.
And their classics don't include us or Melanin.
Yeah. Nope. Here's my problem with it. I don't know the lady. I wouldn't have known her ethnicity, none of that. I just wish they would stop doing live action remakes. They're terrible almost every time. Like
The Little Mermaid wasn't terrible.
That's the only one I didn't see. I seen the Aladdin one. Oh, horrid.
No, you should not have watched that. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say you shouldn't have watched it, but I agree with you.
That's what I hate about it. They feel like you have to watch them because, especially our age group specifically, it feels like you have to watch it because you know how much you grew up with these movies the first time, and it's like, oh yeah, I got to see this. I've supported everything Lion King or Mulan or Pocahontas. Then you get to these live action remakes, and they are awful most of the time. The Beauty and the Beast one was like,
I liked, this might be a hot take, I liked the live action Lion King. I liked the live action Lion King. That look you did like.
I like Beyonce, okay? But that, oh my goodness, Beyonce, please. But I mean,
I will say that, some of the voices did, like, I didn't like, was it Timon or Pumbaa? One of them, I was like, no, Pumbaa. Seth Rogen, you cool, but not for everything. I'll say that. Not for everything.
The problem with the Lion King is that needed to be a cartoon because animals don't have facial expressions like that. So I don't care how good they did with the lions.
I get you.
The delivery was off for everything. And they took out the best freaking song in the movie. Why would you do that? The Be Prepared? They didn't even sing it right. They kind of just had a be prepared conversation.
I'm not gonna lie. I liked his version. It's not the same, but I liked his version. I'm not gonna lie. I liked his version. Man. Okay, shout out to Chibi.
I wanted to fight. Like, I'm sitting there ready for it. Like, all right, if they don't give me nothing else, I'm gonna be prepared though. Nope.
Be prepared. Nope, you're not going to be prepared. Not the way you want to. Talking Noir says Disney doesn't need to make live actions. Just make new movies. There are thousands of new ideas out there. Very true. I agree. Anyone who takes the standpoint that you did and that Otaku Noir did, the fact that we don't need these live action remakes and you feel that in general, I'm not going to fault you. We are in this realm of live action remakes of everything, or origin stories for devices like the Nike shoe or the Black has a movie coming out.
What's that movie?
BlackBerry. There's a movie about how who cares? But I mean, do what you want to do.
Have one of those.
Do what you want to do, and not even the who cares. That was disrespectful, and I do apologize. But it's what bothers me.
There's no BlackBerry around. You ain't got to.
No, because that was rude. I was like, who cares?
Ruin your BlackBerry sponsorship?
You never know. Okay, listen, I'm down for whoever gonna pay. All right, but listen,
I feel you.
I will say this, like, I do feel where I'm kind of offended is the fact that the way that Hollywood gatekeeps the ability for melanated people to tell their stories in such a way, such a hellish way, that they gatekeep our ability to tell our stories our way, right? They want to manipulate things. They want to change names, change accents to make it more palatable to white people. And that's disrespectful for them to turn around and just keep remaking their own stuff. Okay. And that that is where I take issue. That is where I take issue with this specifically. I think people need to calm down. In all honesty, I think people need to calm down. There are words that I think, I'm going to try to tread this lightly because people on the internet fast with them thumbs and not with their brains. Okay. Because the fact that you're saying that she's not a feminist, that's such a target word of like, oh, that and woke. Stop using these words because y'all don't use them correctly.
It's so funny when people say woke, it just means diversity.
It means diversity now. It doesn't even, and not in the way that it used. Well, it never meant diversity in the beginning, but it's like things that I think people need to stop using as words as hot, because I feel like there's the manipulative factor of it. Like, hey, if I use something phobic, then I know I'm going to get eyes on it, despite whether it is actually something phobic in any type of way, or the anti groups. If nowadays, it honestly has become this thing. If you say something that I don't like, I can slap one of those labels on you and get you in trouble. And that's what it's become. It's become less about, hey, let's discuss our differences, talk about the issues we may have, and work through them. Now it's like, oh, you said this, you're anti this group, or hey, you're this phobic, or hey, you're woke. And your woke agenda is not, that whole, it's like anything
you're
can
black,
say.
I'm woke.
Woke. And it's like, oh, you're a woman, you're woke. Like it's become this thing where it's, they say these hot button words in order to distract from intellect, because if the first thing you do is throwing out one of the words but not having a meaning or communicating a clear standing point on the situation or what the clear problem is, it's become this argumentative thing. Oh, nerd stuff, he said he doesn't like live action stuff. Oh, he's an anti-feminist. Like that's like what people do nowadays. And you're losing the meaning of these words that were created for very important issues and very important problems that needed to be addressed. So sit down. Okay, sit down with your body and just don't watch the movie if you don't like it. My thing is, I think they've done the whole she is not the same way. Didn't they? Snow White and the Huntsman, she was like a warrior in it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought they already did like a different take on was it Disney though? That was Disney?
No, that was not Disney.
That's what the difference is. It's because some of that stuff is so old, it's public domain now. Like Winnie the Pooh just had the horror movie came out where it's like not all of the Winnie the Pooh lore you can put your hands on, but a lot of it is up for grabs now. So somebody else can have a take on it. But I bet you if Disney were to redo Winnie the Pooh and all of a sudden he's a brown bear, people would just woke. This is too woke.
Woke. He's a brown bear, and he don't like honey. He like something else.
Right? He like hot Cheetos.
We're covering all of the things. Yeah, I think that people need to calm down. People need to sit down, relax, and the movie's supposed to come out March 22 of next year. Either go and watch it and then give a fair critique of the acting, cinematography, pacing, character development, like the pillars of a story. Give that fair critique and then call it a day, or don't watch it.
Don't watch it. That'll be in the bracket that I'm going to be in because I can't do Do you know they remaking Moana already? Didn't that come out like 5 years ago?
Yes, we talked about that, and
that is insane.
I again, that's a movie because mind you, I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to do whatever they want to do, right?
Yeah.
That is not a movie that I feel needs to be remade. It did just come out.
The Rock is going to be on screen looking exactly the same as the cartoon.
No, he's not, because the guy's more rounder, right? With the hair, and are they going to put the wig on him? Because I have not.
They did in Scorpion King. Remember that? He gonna look like he did in Scorpion King. Watch.
In Scorpion King, he at least had an up down. Okay, Maui's hair is out there. Okay, Maui's hair is like wavy, big, luscious curls. Are we about to see The Rock in these big, luscious curls? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ready. I'm not. He better not be bald.
He ain't gonna be bald. Nah, they could throw a wig on my
And
boy.
they need to call up Goddess Locks. They need to call up one of these black-owned hair people to put the wig on that man.
Don't let Tyler Perry do it.
No, it can't be Tyler. But wig-wise, it better not be no Betty Sue. Okay, it gotta be like a Letitia, Latondra, or a Tia, one of them. Okay, that's gotta put the proper hair piece on that man. Because that's another thing. We need to stop gatekeeping wigs from Black people.
Oh my.
The way that I've been seeing some wigs, and we're going to take Tyler Perry out of the situation, okay? We're going to take him out of the conversation. But a lot of the times when I see wigs, I was like, y'all couldn't get nothing bigger. The way I see Instagram, TikTok girls put on wigs better than some of these movies, it doesn't make sense to me.
And all the reality TV and stuff, they be having people look any kind of way. Just wigs be looking like hats. No, don't nobody got no edges and it's just straight hairline on the top of a woman's head, and it's like
that's true.
I know if you was back in your neighborhood, your lace front.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about. Fronting. I'm not even talking about just like the Black characters, right? Because sometimes, mind you, it may be a Black actress, but a white hair or makeup person that's doing it, and directors and whatever that's involved. But like, even there was a show I was watching. I'm not going to say the name of the show because I ain't trying to put people on blast. But there was a show I was watching with a little girl. And I guess the little girl, they had to put a wig on her for whatever reason. It could have been a health reason, right? So I'm going to just leave it there. I could say it could have been a health reason. But when I saw the wig, I was like, y'all couldn't do better for that little girl with the wig? Like, you could have put a different wig on. It could have been better. And I don't understand why they don't try.
I don't know.
But yeah, I digress. Let us know down below. How do you guys feel about the Snow White controversy? I feel people just need to calm down and just relax. What'd you say?
I was reading the chat.
Oh, Tubi got better. Oh, that's you're reading the interns chat. The interns is talking trash back there, talking about Tubi got better. I saw a clip from a Tubi movie, and I still half believe that that's not a Tubi movie, but also that it might be.
Man, I haven't seen so many clips. I'm like, there's no way this is.
I don't understand. I'm like, you know,
it's no way.
But it makes me inspired to make myself a Tubi movie. Okay, because I think I would.
Might as well.
I think I would kill. All right. Okay. Next up. Wonder Woman 3, okay, is calm down.
No longer in the works. There we go.
No longer in the works. Okay.
Thank goodness.
Honestly, it's been kind of bad.
Oh shoot! What happened? Am I the only one on the screen right now? Now she froze. So it is just me. What y'all want to talk about? I can't see the wait, I think I can see it. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can pull it up so I can see myself. Oh, dang, I can. Wonder Woman 3 is not currently being developed at DC Studios. Thank goodness. And we got Christine back.
Yes, and thank
you. Take it away.
Because now you're saying thank goodness. So there's been back and forth about the Wonder Woman 3 development conversation. All right. We had Gal Gadot. Well, we had the initial director saying how it's not happening. All right. And she said, and this was after James Gunn and Peter Safran, came into power. She said it's not happening. And then you have Gal Gadot, when James Gunn talked about a lot of the things that were happening, the thing that they mentioned, they said they do not have plans for a Wonder Woman project aside from Paradise Lost, which is a prequel series that will be launching on Max. Okay. Gal Gadot recently had a movie come out, Heart of Stone, and she was doing interviews. And while she's doing interviews, I'm guessing the conversation, it was earlier this month, she's doing interviews, and there's a few quotes that people have quoted. And mind you, this article is from Collider.com. She said, I love portraying Wonder Woman. It's so close to and dear to my heart. From what I heard from James and from Peter Safran is that we're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 together. Most recently, she was quoted saying, "I was invited to a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran. They told me," and I'm quoting, and this is me quoting her quoting,
Right.
"You're in the best hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with you. We love you as Wonder Woman. We've got nothing to worry about, or you've got nothing to worry about." And she said, "So time will tell." So right now, it's very unclear as to what is going to happen or why there's different stories kind of coming out. So it's like, will they have a Wonder Woman 3, or will they not have a Wonder Woman 3? It obviously, you feel like they shouldn't have a Wonder Woman 3. Tell me more.
If this is the biggest problem DC movies have, is continuity. They just bombed horribly with Black
Oh,
Adam, and then the
Flash.
Flash right
Hmm.
after it, even worse than Black Adam did. And it's like, fine, I'm okay with that. That's the perfect time. Just stop it right there, because James Gunn is supposed to be revamping everything anyway. So why hold on to all of these characters? I mean, keep the same characters, but all of these actors that were in these roles already.
Hmm.
We can all give you. I'm sure every DC fan is willing to say we'll ignore all of this and
Hmm.
just start over. This is the perfect clean slate. Why would you put old stuff on the brand new clean slate? Like, I mean, I don't have nothing against her. The last movie did suck horribly, but I mean, I had fun with the first one.
1984 was, yeah. First one, great movie.
Yeah,
Great movie. And I was excited for her. I was like, oh, okay, DC's getting something right. I'm going to enjoy
for a minute,
this
she was
arc.
like the best thing they had, and
Yes.
then
And then
it
that
was.
second movie came out, and I don't know if I don't know who to blame is. I don't know who's to blame for
I
that,
don't know
but
what went wrong.
it was a mess.
Yes.
And what I agree with is, let's refresh.
Let
I
her play
agree
a
with
different
let's
character. Let her
refresh.
be Lois Lane.
You know,
I mean, you just have to have her there. Let her be somebody else.
if
We
you have
could
to have her, I get you.
just please just start it over. Just start it all over, please.
Hmm.
We don't need any of that bad juju y'all done cooked up over the past
For the yeah.
5 to 7 years or whatever.
Because they
None
were
of it is
trying
good.
to just be where Marvel grew to. Because it's
Right.
essentially,
They started too late. They tried to
yeah,
start at the end instead
at
of
the
that
end instead of
10
the
years of
journey.
build up. They just
Hmm.
jump right into the Avengers
Yeah.
with a Justice League movie. It's like, hey man, we knew these characters way before this Avengers movie came out. You can't just
Hmm.
start with the team up. You no,
It
no.
needs to, you need to have you need to develop.
Each
And that
character gets
seems
an
to be the
origin and
case.
then a extra couple of
Then
movies.
the group where they come together
Yeah,
and we build and
give
learn
us a
more
reason to
about each
care about
character.
these characters.
Yeah, I agree.
And the movie should also just be good. Like, get enough of this wobbly looking
There's
CGI and
Which is what we're
horrible
kind of
dialogue.
sadly we're
Ugh.
getting into with Marvel now, because that Doctor Strange movie and that Thor movie.
The last one. Now that's
What was happening? Lang 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 lang. Shout out to Jaden Whedon for the super chat. This DC nonsense was going on since BVS. Batman v Superman.
yeah.
Yeah, true. Very
It
very true.
wasn't none of it was good.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was going on through since Man of Steel. Okay.
Yeah,
I have to rewatch Man of Steel now, but I
it's
watched it
bad.
twice back then, and I'm just
Man
like,
of
the
Steel
movie itself doesn't it.
proved that DC doesn't believe in peripheral vision, because do you remember when he choked Zod was trying to laser vision those people? It was like an innocent family in the corner.
Hmm. Hmm.
Superman put him in a headlock to stop him from like zapping the people, right? But why didn't he just
Hmm.
go like this? Like his eyes only went straight forward. The beam stopped like 2 feet away from the family.
I thought that
But
was
since he
because
was
he
in the
cracked his
headlock,
neck. Didn't he crack his neck, and that's
he
why?
held him for like 30 seconds and begged him not to do it. And he's like,
Hmm.
if I could just see them, I'll kill you if I can see y'all. Instead of just looking, like,
He could
bro,
have.
use
Yeah.
your eyeballs, sir. It's just,
I have to rewatch. I just remember
uh,
him crying after he killed him, and I was like, why? I don't understand why.
Yeah, then he cried.
And
like
then
they grew up
also,
together or something.
not to dive in because this is a whole thing. I need to rewatch Man of Steel and then have like I'll have you
It's
on. We'll
bad. He let his
rewatch it. We'll
daddy
talk
die
about it.
in a tornado.
In the tornado. No, that was him and his daddy's fault. Okay, talking about some. Oh no, I'll go. Why?
No,
sir?
don't
This
save me.
man this man can handle anything, and you're like, and then this is the big kick in the face. The man opened the door and the dog got out anyways. So it's like the dog didn't even need you. You died for nothing. Okay, you died for nothing. But I digress.
Yeah.
Back to Wonder Woman and DC. I agree. I think that they like. It seems like, mind you, when James Gunn did that whole "Hey, this is the future of DC" or like video, and it seems like they had their head like the Kevin Feige mindset, but he still kept saying that thing and I cannot wait for the deep dive documentary to come out like 5-10 years from now about why they still post or premiered the Flash. Through everything that was happening, they were really marketing for people to love the Flash. They even had Tom Cruise come out and say, "This is the movie we need."
Oh, I didn't even
all
see that.
this, all
and the
this
movie
stuff
was hot dog.
I didn't even see it. I
Oh,
didn't even see it, and
it's
like,
hilarious. It's hilarious, but I don't know if
as
it's
a comedy.
I don't know if it's supposed to be funny.
I don't think it was meant to be a comedy, but they brought in Zaslav, and it's been a hot mess. I mean, it was a mess before Zaslav, but before Zaslav made headlines, I'll say, and now it's even more of a mess. And we'll see what's gonna happen. But let us know down below. Do you want a third Wonder Woman with Gal Gadot, or are you like, yeah, let's refresh? Okay, let us know. Yeah, they should have actually shelved the Flash and let Batgirl movie debut. But whatever our dear friend the Flash had on them was juicier than whatever Batgirl had on.
He knew something about somebody.
They knew something. They knew something. They knew something. All right, next up, Pokemon Presents. Okay.
Ooh, what is this about?
Pokemon Presents. They had an event, and we're gonna dive into everything. So go ahead and open that. Go to the ROS and go to that link, and you can see everything that was announced. That's me talking to nerd stuff. Y'all don't have to show it on the screen.
My bad. What am I supposed to be clicking?
On the ROS, go to the everything announced Pokemon Presents. Yeah, a lot of things. There was a lot of things.
What's this pink box?
So there's what's this pink box? So on in August, like last week, they had an event. Nintendo, well, Pokemon, not Nintendo, but I mean, is there a difference now? But Pokemon, they announced it was like a 35-minute presentation, and they had a lot of announcements for this year. One of them is a trading card game. They're going to have an animated series focused on the trading card game. Excuse me. It's called Path.
Watching that.
I understand why you say that. It's called Path to the Peak. It's a new animated short series focused on the official Pokemon trading card game. It'll premiere at the Pokemon World Championships, which begins.
Will that finally teach you how to play it?
Later this week. I don't know, because I think the actual championships may be last week. Maybe. I don't know. I never really played it.
I never knew how to play it. I got the cards, but I don't. I just like the pictures.
So okay, then Detective Pikachu returns and gets a new trailer. So they did drop a new trailer. A Detective Pikachu Returns will arrive on October 6th, exclusively on Nintendo Switch. I actually want to play this game because even though I'm sure I know what the ending of the story, because I watched the movie, which the movie was super cute to me. I really
this gonna be the same as the movie?
I think so.
I'm gonna hope not, because they already had a game. So I mean, this should at least be after the movie.
Well, apparently it's a sequel to the Nintendo 3DS game.
Right, I had that one. I don't remember nothing about it.
When I watched this trailer, because I watched the Pokemon Presents thing, and when they showed this trailer, it reminded me a lot of the movie. So
I like that movie.
I anticipate that it's.
But I liked it.
I liked it. I really liked it. I know people are tired of Ryan Reynolds, but I liked it. I enjoyed seeing it. So I actually want to play this, and it comes out October 6th on
I didn't
exclusively
even
on
realize
Nintendo
that.
Switch.
I did not realize that came. I'm gonna go reserve that this week.
Yeah, check it out. Pokemon Horizons, the series, is coming soon. They did drop a
Ooh.
first look at Pokemon Horizons, the series, and it's they know that it'll be set in the Paldea region, if I said that wrong, based on the Pokemon that appeared in the series. A release date has not yet been announced, but it is coming soon, according to the Pokemon Company. And this article, chat, is on IGN.com. All right, so Pokemon Go has gotten some updates. It's getting Paldea region monsters next month. So Pokemon Go will including more new Pokemon, and they are supposed to actually be having a few events. The new Pokemon will be coming next month, but they are going to be having a few events. So if you do play Pokemon Go, there's actually a lot of stuff that they're supposedly dropping in
How big
storylines
is
and whatnot.
Pokemon Go right now? Is people still playing that for real?
Apparently, because they keep dropping so much new content for Pokemon Go. I honestly thought that after all the controversy that it would die out.
What was the
But
controversy?
people dying. People would play the game. Oh yeah. You had
Like getting hit
people,
by cars or something?
yeah, on the side of the road.
Dang.
So people would get on the highway, pull off on the side of the road to try to catch Pokemon. There was this, I can't remember if it was a couple or like siblings that were walking with the Pokemon Go app and walked right off a cliff trying to catch a
See,
Pokemon.
I don't like controversy like that because that's your own fault. I mean,
That's your
that's
fault.
terrible
Oh,
stuff to
completely.
happen, but that is your own fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
like,
is on the people. But a lot of times when, even if it's the person's fault, the company ends up
yeah,
paying
the
the price.
company ended up being the face of it. That's crazy. Just like the reason they got the sleeves on coffee cups because that lady sued McDonald's 30 years ago because her cup was too hot. Like,
right. And
it's not coffee.
Yes, that's what they have to do now because people don't use common sense. So Pokemon Trading Card Game and Pokemon Stadium 2 are finally available on Nintendo Switch Online. They're available now for those who have the online subscription. Go to the bathroom now. And it's for those who, with Switch Online Plus Expansion Pass, they'll have access to that in addition to Pokemon Stadium 2. And that actually was coming, it came to that day of, and I think this was as of the 8th of this month. So those are available currently. Mew and Mewtwo are coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet players can add Mew and Mewtwo into their collection. You can obtain Mew now by entering the password "Get Your Mew" in the mystery gift menu in Scarlet or Violet. But the password is available until September 18th. After that, you won't be able to redeem the code. And Mewtwo will be available via a Terra Raid battle beginning September 1st. So these are Mewtwo is available now if you put the password until September 18th. And no, sorry, Mew is available now. Mewtwo you can get during a raid that begins on September 1st. So for those who are currently playing Scarlet and Violet, that's news for you.
I might have to blow
Meko
the
said, I
dust
got
off
my
of
Mew.
it.
Yeah, get that.
You got yours already? What level is it on when you
Yeah, let us know, Meko.
when you download it? Is it a baby? You got to hatch it, or is it,
Yeah, let us know. Pokemon Paldean or Paldean, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Wins is a new
acceptable.
Okay. Is a new animated web series coming September 6th. This one, when I saw this
series
trailer,
are good.
I saw the artwork on this trailer and I was kind of like, what is happening here? But they got a first look of the Pokemon Paldean Wins, a new anime series set in the Paldea region. It is based on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Paldean Wins will focus on a student who wants to become a Pokemon trainer, which is much like the stories of those games.
Right.
And then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's first DLC arrives next month. It's like the teal mask. I did watch this trailer and it actually looks kind of cool, but I don't have Scarlet or Violet. I have the last one. I think it was like Pearl. No. The last one was
Shield, Sword or Shield.
No, Arceus.
Arceus.
I have Arceus, and the one before that, which was Pearl and
Diamond.
Diamond, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, so the first DLC arrives next month. There are paid DLC expansions. Okay. So
Mhm.
just make sure you guys know that it is paid. I mean, not paid, paid. And it arrives on September 13th
Dang it.
exclusively on Nintendo Switch. So you
I have
guys will be able
so
to,
much content to make. It's too much in September.
yeah, it's a lot in September.
I'm gonna play
Um,
Starfield with all this Pokemon junk coming out.
I guess no. Yeah. I don't
Oh,
know.
5,000-hour game.
It is like a long thing. Meko says it starts at level 5 legendaries and uh you don't get eggs.
Uh,
And
I
that's
mean, it's
for
free.
those.
That's still cool.
So for you, as far as the news that we talked about in regards to Pokemon Presents, because and this is the thing, I did see like a bunch of people who were like, Pokemon Presents, the waste of time watching and all this other stuff. And I was watching and I was like, well, it's not that bad. There are some other things that they didn't, the IGN didn't report on, like the cooking one had an update, like the Pokemon cooking game, where it's pretty much a mobile game, and you
I
like
don't
match
I
the
don't mess with
stuff and
mobile
they
games
cook.
for real.
I will actually get this for mobile, because when it came out, they were preaching like, oh, Nintendo Switch, bless you, Nintendo Switch. But then I was like, I'm not gonna play this mobile game on a Nintendo Switch. But
Right.
I did see that they're getting an update, and you can play it on mobile, and I do like mobile games, so it is very much like you just, I think it's called Pokemon Cafe, and you like
Oh
match
yeah, I
up
know what
the
you're talking about.
Pokemon,
That
and that's
is
how
it.
you cook, and you're getting a couple new characters in it. So I'm actually looking forward to that. That's something that I'm looking forward to. But for you and for those watching, which Pokemon news are you looking forward to, or do you like?
I'm looking forward to everything except for the card stuff. Especially, I remember this for the online expansion pack. The fact that they have so many, almost like dozens of Pokemon mainline games. It's so weird that they throw in the Game Boy Color trading card game, which is probably one of the very few Pokemon games I didn't buy growing up, because
Mm,
it's a I can't say that because we sat and played Uno on with
we did.
controllers in our hands or whatever.
We
So I
did.
guess, but Uno is fun, man. I don't know how to play the Pokemon card game.
Well, at
I
least the
I
show maybe
never,
might be able to show you, because the show it'll
yeah,
be like this
maybe.
show.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't see myself watching that show, but I do want to see the.
I might check out an
I want
episode
to see
depending on
the other one though, the short ones, the web series.
the live action.
It's live
Not
action.
live
Hold
no,
on.
no, not live action. Sorry. The short anime
Oh, okay.
series,
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
live
yeah,
action.
yeah.
I
That
got you
one,
too
that one.
excited. No, not live action.
I wasn't excited. I was concerned.
That is true. What would live
But
action Pokemon look like?
oh, the movie Detective Pikachu.
That's actually true. And I actually like the movie. So it
Good
must be
enough.
good. Why would you be concerned?
Yeah, maybe that's cool. If they do that, I'll watch that too. But the web series, I might watch it because it's so much content that I forget about stuff. But I did watch when they first started the web series, and it was like it wasn't Ash Ketchum, but like the video game equivalent. What is his name? Red. Yeah, Red.
They
It
had a
just
couple
followed
different ones,
Red's
yeah.
journey from like the first, I think just the first Red and Blue games. But it's way more serious than the actual Pokemon anime. It's like none of the
Mm.
funny Team Rocket blasting off all of that goofy stuff. Like none of that was happening. They were having serious, like they was boxing, like uh
That seems kind of
not
interesting,
not
actually.
Naruto level combat, but I mean, Pokemon was literally throwing hands with each other. And some of them are fighting Pokemon, so there
Hmm.
was literal boxing sometimes. So it's like
Mm.
it's a cool take. The only drawback is it is like I think they're like 5-6 minutes a piece. So it's a very small portion, but it was pretty cool. Animation was real good.
Mm. Well,
I'd be
the
interested
from
to
the
see
clip I
it.
saw, I was kind of like, about this. It's very much CG, less like anime. Like,
Ah,
yeah, it's more on a CG spectrum. And it kind of
okay.
look, yeah, I was kind of like, I'm not really
I'm gonna
sure
have
if
to
I
watch the trailer. I didn't
like
see the
this, but
trailer.
yeah. So check out Pokemon Presents. It's only 30 minutes. You can put it on and
Yeah.
while you're editing or something to kind of see that some of the stuff that they're doing. I am looking forward to. I'm not gonna lie, watching the Pokemon Presents did make me want to re-download Pokemon Go and try to like, because they're having like different events and things like that, which sounds pretty cool, honestly, to me. So I might check it out. On top of that, Detective Pikachu returns. I'm actually very interested. I like this deep voiced Pikachu, like scratching his stomach, like kind of like a.
This should be better because the 3DS one, I mean, it's no voice acting on a 3DS, so you had to read it all. And that is what
This
made
one they
the
had the
Ryan
voice.
Reynolds voiceover kind of weird to me because it was like I didn't think he was gonna sound like Ryan Reynolds this whole time.
Right. This deep voice. And I like this deep voice. You know what? It's giving Garfield. Like if Garfield had a deep voice, that's the vibe I get. And I like Garfield, this like fat cat that loves lasagna, you know, scratching his stomach all the time. You know, this Pikachu, he might not do it in the game, but I swear this Pikachu, when you hear him, he's smoking a cigarette. All right. He's got Marlboro Light
I'm
right
sure
in
he
his
is not gonna be
his
smoking
like
cigarettes.
patch, and he's smoking in this. He's definitely not going to be doing this in the game. But that's what he does in the scenes you don't see him. That's what he's doing. When you looking for him,
Off
he over
camera,
there,
he is
yeah, smoking one real quick before he comes back on the case. Okay, that's how he settles his nerves. All right.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that I'm actually looking forward to that and seeing what's in store in that realm. Really quick, we're not going to do a deep dive, but as we know, Lance Reddick, he passed and he was a major voice in Destiny. Keith David, aka Lester Wallace, as he will always be to me, Lester Wallace, he is going to be reprising Lance Reddick's role in Destiny. And I think that that's a solid voice to, you know, pick up the mantle.
You know what's crazy? When Destiny first came out, that's who I thought was talking anyway.
Oh, Keith David?
I thought, yeah, I thought it was Keith David talking, and until like probably by the time the second one came out.
Really?
I was like,
you know
oh,
what's
that's
even
not him?
funnier? I didn't know his name was Keith David until this year. Okay. To me, he has always been Lester Wallace from Barbershop. He's always, I was like, oh, that's Lester Wallace. And
I only
that's
knew
all
him
I know
because he
him
did
as.
so many cartoon voiceovers. It's always
He's
the
everywhere.
black guy cartoon.
Yeah. Are you ready? That's Princess and the Frog. I love him in there. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Lester Wallace. Then a quick announcement. Have you seen about the Dead by Daylight alien thing? Actually, I don't think I've seen have I seen the full trailer? I posted a reaction, and I don't know if it was the full trailer or the teaser trailer, but go ahead and let's pull up the trailer before we close out the show, because we have one more piece of news after this that's pretty quick. But let's see this full trailer, because I know I definitely did a reaction on iChristine. Check out my channel. Oh no, I don't think I saw this.
I definitely didn't see this.
I thought that was my cat. I was like, is my cat in here too? Nope, I did not see this.
So they're gonna have Ridley as a playable character.
Yeah, I'll definitely get Ridley. Okay, that happened fast. Is it behind her? Oh,
yep.
Oh, careful. Ten cuidado, ten cuidado.
Where your guns at?
Hello? Okay, smart. Keep running. Don't stop. You don't know if they can take it or not. Cannot take it. Oh.
Definitely can.
Heifer, you don't know if that's enough.
Why does she keep
he's
stopping?
in the vent. I don't know.
Like what's so safe about this room that you're standing in as opposed to the last
There's
one?
a big hole in it. Now how you gonna get through? Oh no. Oh no.
My man's grill is shining though.
Jerk.
So do you get to play in the spaceship? That'd be kind of cool.
So yeah, you can play as a xenomorph, and what was the last? And I think Ridley.
You know what's crazy? I didn't know they were called xenomorphs until like yesterday, and it didn't have nothing to do with this trailer. It was just my cousin was talking to me. He called me a xenomorph. I was like, "What the heck is that?"
I'm not not gonna lie, that's a very elaborate diss there.
Hey, I had
Oh
no
my goodness.
idea. That I mean,
Um,
that looks cool. I've never even played Dead by Daylight. I don't do the scary
never?
stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
don't like being
I don't
scared.
blame. Yeah, we play with friends and they're
Oh
it
yeah,
does. Mhm,
I will watch y'all play. I
it
watch
is pretty scary.
many of gameplays and laughed
Did
at
it have a
y'all
date?
for
Did that one have a
hours.
date?
I didn't see one.
Interns, let us know if it has the date. Um, they goodness, I'm scared. Uh, they are
August
the
29th.
interns were saying August 29th. Okay, okay. Hoy. August
Yeah,
29th. So
I'm
that's
expecting to see
in a
y'all
couple weeks.
playing that. I'm gonna be in the chat laughing.
So much fun. Can't wait. Looking
Can't
forward
wait.
to it. Looking forward to it. The Alien is one of my there's like a group of scary movies scary movies or scary characters from my childhood that the Alien is a part of. The Alien is a part of that group. It's
Really?
the
I know
Alien, it's Freddy, what's his name?
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger. It's the Ring chick. She's in there.
Oh,
The Grudge is also in there. I got a
oof.
list, my childhood ones,
Yuck.
and I'm just gonna add Pennywise. It's not childhood. I didn't see him then, but I saw him now, and I'm just gonna add him to the list of
I ain't
like,
seen none of that except for Alien. Alien is more so cool. I mean, I guess if you're a little boy, you probably just ooh aliens. So I
aliens.
know it was supposed to be scary. Like Alien and Terminator and Predator all kind of started off more so not as much Predator, but
Thrillers. I think they're more thrillers.
Terminator and Alien were definitely like slasher when they first came out. Now they're just action movies, but
Hmm.
they I like them the same way I like X-Men or whatever. So it's hard for me to be scared of Alien. But
Mm.
Alien Isolation was a terrifying game. I played the first level, I uninstalled it.
I've never even played. I've only watched people play that game.
Uninstall. You hear me? I'll never get it back on.
I'm too terrified to even try. I'm too terrified to
I don't
even
know
try.
what I
I
was
watched some
thinking.
people play, and it was fun to watch them play.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a whole playthrough because it'd be too scary.
Oh, so I'm
I
not the
would
only one.
lose my mind. I would lose my mind if I ever tried to play that. Like
Yeah.
because like scary is one thing, but when you have scary environment and sounds going off every five
Yeah, the
seconds,
tension.
and
It's
then
the tension that
the
gets you.
tension, and then a chasing,
Oh, I
nah,
hate
bruh.
getting chased by stuff.
In
Oh
real
my
life
gosh.
too. That's why my husband doesn't playfully chase me in the house. It gets real. It gets real. So he stopped years ago. Okay, he stopped years ago.
I'm too big to just be running up on, so I don't get chased in real life.
Yeah, I'm 4'11" and he's 6.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm a perfect candidate for being chased,
hilarious.
except for the fact that Ish gets real. Okay. It's no longer a game. I'm gone. Okay. But yeah, let us know down below. Dead by Daylight, Alien. Are you guys excited? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to be playing it on August 29th? Or are you going to be scared like the rest of us? But I am still going to play it with my friends scarily. I'm just already terrified. Moving on to the next thing. Lastly, our last bit of news for today.
This is
Rockstar
interesting.
Games. Yeah, it's hella interesting. I'm actually really interested about this.
I'm proud of them, honestly.
Well,
Whoever, I don't even
we'll
know
see.
who made that
Hold on.
server.
Rockstar Games has acquired the GTA. Hold on, put the thing. Yeah, GTA roleplay community 5M. So this
Wow.
is actually news on Rockstar Games website on their newswire. It says roleplay community update. CFX.RE joins Rockstar Games. For those who don't know, CFX.RE is the team behind the biggest Rockstar roleplay and creator communities, 5M and Red M. They are now officially a part of Rockstar Games.
That's
They're in,
crazy.
yeah, I'll read this one paragraph and then we'll dive into, our thoughts about the situation. Over the past few years, we've watched the excitement as Rockstar's creative community have found new ways to expand the possibilities of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, particularly through the creation of dedicated roleplay servers. As a way to further support these efforts, we recently expanded our policy on mods to officially include those made by the roleplay creative community. Now, for me, I'm excited that they got noticed and recognized and are like canon, so to speak,
Right.
because we've seen a lot of, like, I'm sure a bunch of you, hi Destiny, I'm sure a bunch of you guys have seen a lot of the gameplays and streams that have happened that are in the role play community. And there's a bunch of role play communities that exist out there, and it really,
Yeah.
really busted this year and last year. It was just like this implosion of role play communities that happen. I'll read this last thing. It says, by partnering with the CFX.RE team, we will help them find new ways to support this incredible community and improve the services they provide to their developers and players. They'll share more in the weeks and months ahead. There's positive pros and cons. The pros of this is support. The pros of this is recognition by the original creator of the game. Because sometimes games, when you mod them, the game is like, we are absolutely not with it.
Mhm.
They denounce it. They're like, get it out of here. And Rockstar is like, no, come, we include you. Just like Mecco in the chat is saying, my concern, I instantly think of like studio involvement, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're like an independent story, right? When you think of like movies and whatnot, you're an independent story, you can do whatever you want. You're the creator of the story, you create this story, you put it out there. If it does well, it does well. It's whatever story you want it to be. When you have a studio involved, their hands can be webbed all within that, where they will limit your freedom and your creativity and what you're able to do and what you're not able to do, right? And that is the concern I have. Like, how does Rockstar's involvement limit these creative communities versus, allowing them to be free? So that's where I'm like, let's
Yeah,
see how this.
that's exactly what I was thinking. It could be just like you had your point about Disney Plus, the Disney's involvement in all these other brands. Is Rockstar going to water it down? Because I mean, these are pretty much rogue ninjas making their own rules of Grand Theft Auto. So of course, they shouldn't be allowing like hateful stuff to be made or whatever. But
Right.
aside from that, if they're smart, they'll let everything continue as it's been going. But a lot of times these companies don't do the smart move, and they start sticking their ideas into it, like, all right, we really wanted to acquire this brand to bring more people. It's like, we can slap this sticker on it and then do what we want. And it's like,
Right.
I don't know.
Which
Hopefully
is the same
they don't
like
do that.
game, when they take a game that has popularity because of the fandom, right? And then they're like, hey, let's make a movie. And they make the movie completely different from the game,
Right.
completely watered down to make it more palatable for other audiences.
You
Well,
get the
F those
Last
other
Airbender
audiences.
movie and they can't
Yeah,
even pronounce his name right.
you could, yeah. Oh goodness, you can't even. And that's the thing. That's the stupid corporate mindset of that. The old money mindset is what I call it,
Mhm.
because it's like you take something that has a lot of like it. You only know about it because of this fandom, and your mindset is, well, let me make it for other people. F the other
Yep.
people. Make it for the fans.
Right.
Because we made it big, we will make the movie big. Like that's how that
Right.
works. It's like common sense, yo.
They don't get that though. It's all they see is the bottom line and the dollar amount that they could get, the biggest dollar amount they could get, instead of building something up or allowing the people that obviously built something up
To
to
be a part of
be
it
a
and do
big
it.
spectacle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. They gave these guys jobs. Like whoever, I don't even
Mm,
know how these servers work. I don't play RP at all. I watch a lot of it, but I don't play
mm-hmm.
it. But
Because I know
hopefully
that
a
there's
bunch of
like
dudes
a
got jobs that
mhm,
are meaningful too, not just, all right, y'all
right.
sweeping floors at Rockstar. I hope
Well, I doubt that. That would be wild.
but
Wild.
you know
You
what I
guys are now
mean,
custodians. Thank you for joining.
right. I hope they got real development jobs and they're actually helping, maybe even with the next game that we never seem to be getting ever. So hopefully it's just an all-around actual W for them. I like
Win. Yeah,
seeing people win.
yeah. I agree. Because like when it comes to like what we were just talking about, when it comes to how people treat fandoms of things, but take their things, and then think of the money aspect and the bottom line. And it's like you've seen, so we have a longer list of movie, like video game to movie properties that have failed versus
Oh,
been successful. So it's like people have done it wrong so many times. You think these people would learn,
Yeah.
and I feel like in this situation, because I know what I do know about role play because I also haven't done it, but you have to pay for, like, you buy 5M or Red M, like the server thing, and then you also have to buy the game separately if you don't already have it. And then in order to run it, you have to play, or you have to have the game, and have the game open or whatnot. I don't know if
Right.
you have to have the game open, but you have to have the game. So I do, was something that filmmaker said in the chat, like, I do wonder how, because already Rockstar is making their money from people buying the game, because you have to buy the game to be able to play
Mhm.
role play, right? So I do wonder if there are going to be additional financial things they may tack on or add on
Probably.
in order to make more money, which I hope they don't, because you already make money. Like, you can't role play without having a game. So you got your money. You got your
Right.
50,
And
60, $70.
and it's running off of a game that they made literally 10 years ago.
They need to
Stop
let it
asking for
go.
money for
They need to let
GTA
it go.
5 related anything. It should all
Anything.
be free.
It should
Please.
be at this point. But
That was
we'll
on
see.
that was like two game generations ago, like two consoles. That was
PS3,
on
right?
yeah,
Yeah, PS3,
360.
and then they got it to PS4. Yep. Because I do remember the whole thing of like, oh, now it's on PS4 with more cinematic
Right.
options. I remember that. And then
Now it's
it's
on
like,
PS5
now it's
because
on
buy it again.
PS5. Yeah, so three generations, three generations.
Insane.
And you know what? Well, we should be getting PS5 information next year, I believe,
What you mean?
because it's supposed to come out PS6 or GTA 6, sorry, is coming out 2025 is the current date. So
Oh my
2024, we should be getting information. We should be getting
we
trailers.
can't
We should
even
be
get
getting news.
information until 2024 is crazy.
Yeah, they're not going to do it this early because, they want
What's
to get
early?
their
There's no
ducks in a
such
row.
thing as early anymore. There is no early.
Well, listen, you right. And they've been holding on to this game since before my daughter was born. Okay. Uh, like, God knows when we'll get it. It's
Yeah,
been 20
I
years.
wasn't
Yeah, I
married,
get it.
nothing. Few jobs ago, just all kind of man, they
Oh, I don't even, was I married? Was I
10
even married?
years ago.
I was with him, but I don't think we was married.
Right. That's
What
just
year are
put
we
that
in?
boat out.
Let me start there. I gotta figure
Not in
out
the year of
to
GTA
do.
6.
Hello, that's true. That's true.
That's
But yeah,
crazy.
let us know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this acquired situation? Are you looking forward to it? Are you like, stay away? What are your thoughts? Let us know down below, or tweet us at our Twitter, which find out what it is. There's an underscore somewhere. It be that thing. Like, I like uniform,
Yeah.
branding, but I wasn't able to get that. So I don't even remember what I got on the
Yeah,
Twitter.
I
So
think it's an underscore on my Instagram too.
yeah, I hate when we got to do that. And it's like, where is it?
I
Because you
still
can't get the
come
same
up if you
underscore on
type
other
it the
things.
regular way anyway. So I don't even tell people.
Oh
the
yeah, so
underscore.
just search Party Chat podcast, and you should. I hope there's actually another Party Chat that pops up. But we ain't gonna talk
Oh,
about that.
we gotta
Okay.
get them out of here.
Right. Well, I don't know if I don't think we can. They're part of a
Oh,
big company. We can't.
okay.
We never talked about that.
Let's
So
stay off
yes,
the radar.
shout out to Nerd Stuff for coming through and holding down the conversation. We appreciate you. Much love to you. Thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for
through.
having me. Thanks for having
Of
me.
course. Shout out again to our members.
That's
for
me
those who
again.
have been supporting. Shout out to Mac Winters, Eliminate Maya Papaya. Are you a member on this channel too? On the podcast
I'm a
channel?
member. I don't know which channel I'm a member
Yeah,
on. I'm
you
just a
remember everywhere.
member
I
of
know, like, for the gaming
somewhere.
channel. You're somewhere. You in there somewhere. And also shout out again to our affiliate, Otaku Noir. You could check out the if you use our code PartyChat at checkout, then you will get free shipping on us when you get your next Blurred Mystery Box. OtakuNoir.com. Check them out on social media. Also,
You have to
starting
get me
today,
one.
reminder, get you one. Starting today, mind you, get it today. Till August 27th, they will be doing a 20% off sale. So check that out. You don't need to use an additional code on there, but get your 20% off. Use our code for free shipping. Have you good and set. And Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, hit that like button, all the things. We appreciate you guys. Nerd stuff. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, and that's the only place I really put content on. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, ice cream so good, just whatever whatever you want.
Ooh, pop. Do you have anything you got to shout out? Anything upcoming that you've got that you want to highlight?
I'm wrapping up, I think tomorrow, the last episode of that. I say it wrong every time. Whatever. Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's. FNAF. Yeah.
Five Finger Freddy. Whatever it's called.
Mm.
I just beat that DLC, so that's going up
the
tomorrow.
Ruined DLC?
Yes. That's
Okay.
exactly what it is. Just a bunch of video games, man. I'm playing a lot of stuff. I'm constantly putting out content on YouTube and saying stupid stuff on Twitter and Instagram. So just keep your eyes open.
Awesome. And I have a quick announcement. You can get your very own iChristine beanie. Okay.
Oh, I'm getting it right now.
Well, hold on now. You can sign up right now to be alerted for pre-orders when those drop. They will be dropping soon. I will say soon.
Okay.
Pre-orders will be dropping soon.
I thought it was ready. I already signed up.
But you already signed up for that? Yeah. So you want to check out the link that the interns are going to drop in the chat, so that way you can be on the list to get notified when pre-orders are available, because it will sell out. And once they sell out, it's not going to happen again for a while. Okay. So you want to be a part of that. Make sure you guys check out the link that the interns are going to drop in the chat, and sign up to get notified. You could do it by email and by phone if you'd like, or just one or the other. Well, I think you have to do email if anything, if you just want one. But yes, check it out. Join up. I'm excited to continue to provide information to members as the development continues. So I'm really excited. It's really cool. Also, this week, tomorrow, we will be playing Mario Kart again. So if you were a part of the whole sibling rivalry last week, we will continue our sibling rivalry with me, Ego, and we will have a guest joining us. I think they texted again, so I got to make sure if it was a "Hey, I'm still coming" text, or if it's a "I can't be there" text. So we'll see. We'll see for tomorrow.
I'm planning a big
tomorrow,
Mario
Wednesday,
creator lobby video, but that's
okay.
You got some time.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be Wednesday. But yeah, thank you so much for checking out PartyChat podcast. Make sure you check us out on all social media. And excuse me, that burp came up. iChristine. I was gonna say ice cream so good. iChristine Games, all the things. I think that's everything I've got. I have a lot of things. Just search, just Google it.
She got a lot of channels, y'all. They all good stuff.
I do. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere at this point. I don't remember where I am. I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Omnipresent. But yes, thank you guys for checking out PartyChat podcast. We will see you next week with a couple of guests. So see you then. Bye.
Peace, y'all.